Hi, this is Dr. Westney, and this video is for graduate research, going over the components needed for writing a research proposal. So there are three main components of a research proposal: the introduction, the literature review, and the methodology section. In the introduction, you will introduce the research problem. So you will begin with a hook. This is a way to draw the audience in to get them to want to read your proposal. You will also have a problem statement, a purpose statement, and research questions. The literature review is the section where you'll present the current research that is related to your topic. And this will be organized by themes using headings. And the methodology section, you'll explain how the research will be conducted. So it will include the purpose, the study design, the population and sample, the instrumentation you plan to use, the data collection procedures, how you plan to analyze the data, and any possible limitations to the research. The purpose of this video is to focus on the introduction to your proposal. So in the introduction, you want to begin with a hook to catch the reader's attention. This could be done by sharing a story, by sharing statistics, or just any way you can think of that will make readers interested in what you are proposing. You should begin with a capsule statement of what is being proposed and then should proceed to introduce the subject to a stranger. So you are proposing as if it is someone who is not familiar with the topic or the problem. You want to make sure you give enough background to enable an informed layman to place your particular research problem in a context of common knowledge and should show its solution will advance the field or be important for some other work. Something that is key in research throughout all the sections is you do not want to use personal pronouns like I or my. The reason for this is once you introduce I or my, your research immediately becomes biased, which means it's invalid. So it's a very awkward way to write if you've never written research, but you want to make sure you are not using I and my or adding your personal opinion. The whole point of research is to take out yourself from the research and look at it in an objective manner. So really make sure you are not using I or my. So here is an example of a problem statement. So the problem statement is going to answer the question, what is the concern or issue? So as you can see in this example, right there, that very first sentence is telling the concern or issue. For this particular statement, it's sexual harassment is a burning issue in today's world. So it continues to explain what the problem is. You also want to tell the justification for the research problem. So why does this need researched? So again, in this example, you can see right there why it needs researched. And then you will address what are the deficiencies in the current research. So your topic is going to be something that has previously been researched, but you feel the need for further research. So you want to make sure you address why the current research is not enough. And this example slightly touches on that. It's not the best example pointing out deficiencies. But as you can see, a problem statement is not very long. It's going to be about a paragraph in length. It's going to be concise and precise and straight to the point. Following your problem statement in your introduction will be your purpose statement. And this is what is the purpose of the intended research. So basically, why should I care? So a research proposal is trying to convince someone that your idea is important, that it's based on academics, it's well thought out, and it's feasible. So you again want to explain what is the purpose of the research you intend to do. Being that this is a proposal and you are not actually conducting the research, you want to talk in future tense. So this study will, not this study did, because you've not actually done the research and you will not do the research. So again, no personal pronouns, and you want to speak in future tense terms. Finally, this section ends in your research questions. So, what questions will your research address? In general, you want 1 to 3 questions. If you have more than that, it's going to be too broad. So, you want to make sure that your topic is not too broad, that it is that there are questions that can be answered through research, and you will only include a hypothesis if you're planning to conduct quantitative research that would use variables. So you're comparing one treatment plan to another treatment plan. Qualitative research does not include hypothesis. So that component's really depending on where you plan to take your research proposal. Here is an example of the research questions that go along with the problem statement that I shared. As you can see, they have 3 questions. All of the questions are related to the topic of problem statement and can be answered through research. Included in Blackboard is a template for the introduction. So this is the general template. So at the very top, after your title page, will be your research proposal title. So you'll put your title in the center bold. Then you will have your hook, your general introduction. Then you will use a header, problem statement in bold. Then you'll have your problem statement, again, which will be about a paragraph in length, possibly 2, but it really should not be more than 2. The purpose statement will be next. Again, you're going to use a heading written in bold. And then the purpose statement is going to also be about 1 to 2 paragraphs, no longer. And then following that will be the research questions. Again, using the headers to organize your work. In general, this introduction is only going to be 1 to 2 pages for the purpose of a proposal. So make sure you're being concise and make sure you're being clear. So that is the introduction section to the proposal. In other videos, I will go over the other sections to be included in